Booyah. Okay, welcome everybody. This is Eric Louviere with another superhero training today. Let's get into this. We're going to talk about traffic. Everyone's favorite topic, right? I mean, the money's in the traffic. That's where all the cash is found. That's where everybody struggles, right? So I'm going to really tell it like it is. I'm going to share with you how to set up some traffic campaigns to start getting traffic right away, how I do this. And it's not rocket science. We're going to get into, some philosophies at the beginning. See the screenshots over here? I'm going to show you setting up campaigns and stuff. But at first, I have some philosophical stuff, some mindset stuff when it comes to traffic that you absolutely have to get, or none of the steps are going to work for you. And I've been seeing this for 10 years now with a lot of the coaching clients that I've had, and it's always the same problem. So it's like a broken record just on repeat all the time. Like, I can't get traffic. I keep losing all my money. I keep losing my money. It doesn't work. The traffic to Facebook doesn't work. Twitter doesn't work. LinkedIn doesn't work. Solo ads don't work. Bing doesn't work. It's like, well, nothing works then. I guess just go get a job because nothing works and must not work for the rest of us. So I'm going to tell it like it is. We're going to have some fun and we're going to get into traffic. So ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready. Okay, so the anatomy of getting paid traffic. First of all, paid traffic and why everyone's scared of it. Okay, that's an important place to start because everyone wants to know about paid traffic. Everyone wants to know about traffic, free traffic, paid traffic, borrowed traffic, whatever kind of traffic. Everyone's really interested in traffic. But there's a major problem with most internet marketers out there. Major, major, major problem. I'm talking about marketers that have been at this for, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, still have this same glaring, festering neon problem, which is that they are afraid of paid traffic, but they haven't made it that far yet. They want paid traffic. They want to learn about paid traffic. They're excited about this call right now in this video. They want to dive into some secret ways of getting lots and lots and lots of traffic. But they're not even to the point where they even need traffic yet. They haven't picked their squeeze page. They don't have a niche market. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't know who they want to be when they grow up. Yet they want to know about paid traffic, which is like 5 steps from now. I mean, knock out the first few steps. Pick your niche market. Make sure you got that commitment to that. Focus on specific knowledge so you can start helping your brothers and sisters solve problems. Focus in on building that squeeze page, getting that thing set up so you can start building a list. Focus on the autoresponder emails and what you're promoting and how you're giving away good content. Focus on turning the market on to you because traffic's not good enough. Write that down. Traffic is not good enough. You can't just go get traffic and make money. Forget about it. That doesn't work. Just take it from me. It doesn't work. You can't just go get traffic and make money. Forget that. You got to turn that traffic onto you in order to make money. People are not going to just be like, I would love to make some money in internet marketing, and I'd love to quit this stupid job I hate with passion, and I'd love to work from home and go to the Cayman Islands like Eric. I would like to do all this stuff, but I really need a system. And here's a sales letter. Here's a sales letter from somebody. Oh, this looks good. They're saying I can make $500 a day with CPA marketing. Oh, that sounds awesome. And with traffic vents, and I can do this and that. And who is this? That's Morpheus ABC. That's who's selling this. And I've never heard of that person. But let me give that person $1,000. That never happens. This is what happens. You land on a sales page and you're like, oh, this is from Eric, or this is from John Reese, or this is from whoever. And you're like, oh, this is pretty good. And you go through it and you're like, oh, this looks really awesome. And you buy because like, and trust that person that you're buying from, or you find value, or you found value before, or you're turned on to that person, or you admire that person, or whatever. But that's where the money comes from. If I go to Amazon, I'm going to buy a little $5, book from Amazon that I'm going to read. I'm going to go read the reviews. Why? Because it's not because I can't afford $5. It's because I don't want to waste my time reading a stupid book if it's stupid. I want to read the book if it's really, really good. So I read the reviews before I buy it. If the reviews are like, this guy is badass, this is a great book, you got to read it, it's a must, change my life, I'm buying the book. So the same thing with paid traffic or free traffic or whatever kind of traffic you get. It's just useless in information marketing unless you have all the triggers. If you're turning them on to you, if you have social proof, if you have testimonials, if you have all the stuff going for you, then they're going to buy from you. Because most people are not going to fork over $1,000 to you without going and Googling you. They're certainly not going to give you $10,000 or $20,000 like some of you have given me without Googling you or following you and stuff like that. So paid traffic is not good enough. You also have to turn that traffic on to you. So what's the reason why everyone's scared of it? I get this question all the time. In fact, I got this question recently on a podcast interview that one of my clients interviewed me. And he said, Eric, why do most people refrain from paid traffic? Because we were talking about paid traffic, and I'm like, or traffic. I'm like, well, why not just do paid traffic? And he's like, well, a lot of people lose money in paid traffic. And I'm like, well, that's not the real reason why people, refrain from paid traffic. So he says, Eric, well, that's a great question. Why do most people refrain from paid traffic? And I said, well, the real reason is because it tends to cost money. I mean, that's the reason, right? I mean, that's the reason. It costs money. It's cash. And it can feel like you're flushing money down the toilet if it doesn't work out for you. And most people out there have had this crazy experience where they go out there and they spend a good chunk of money, hard-earned money that they got from their day job, and they got zero results. And they spent $500 and they got like 30 clicks and no one opened the emails and they didn't make any money. So then, how can they make any money? They just spent their ad budget for the whole year, $200. Now what are they going to do? This is the problem I've seen for 10 years. It's the same thing. Everyone's in the same problem. We're going to try to bust that today, okay? Money be gone, right? You flushed the money down the toilet. You spent the money on the traffic. It didn't work, and now you're frustrated. You just lost that money. It's gone, baby, gone. And now what are you going to do? So there are huge, huge missing points, like the bullseye that 98% of internet marketers, most of you in this room, miss when it comes to paid traffic. And I'm going to explain it and try to nail it in this presentation. So before we get into paid traffic, I just want to share with you a technique that works like a charm. It's completely free, but it does take effort. Oh, I said it. I said the word effort. Sorry, should have put a different word. But effort, work. Work. It does take time and effort to do this technique, but it works like a charm. And when I first started, this technique put me on the map for making money. Okay, and it still works to this day. So here's how it works. Here's the steps. First of all, you get an ebook created. You could write it yourself. It's no big deal. It doesn't have to be brilliant. It's just something you need to give away for free. Or you could go buy a private label rights report or whatever. Get an ebook, right? Get it created. A 10-page, 20-page, 30-page, 50-page report, doesn't matter. Next, you get a nice fancy graphic image of the ebook created, okay? You go to Fiverr or, somewhere, 99 Designs, wherever you can get the image, the ebook graphic, make sure it looks really good. Get a sales letter for the ebook that sells that ebook for $47 or so. Could be $97, $77, $67, whatever, it doesn't matter. But something like that. Put a decent value on the ebook. Create a sales letter. You either write it or go get a private label rights sales letter or pay someone to write it, but this is part of the technique. And it needs to be functional. The buy now button works. It could be a PayPal button, doesn't really matter. They click the PayPal button, they get the ebook. And so here's how it kind of works. Let's say your website with this sales letter is abc.com. And on that page, abc.com is your $47 ebook, the sales letter, right? And so there's a full sales letter there at abc.com. They read the sales letter. If they want to buy it, they click the buy now button to get the ebook for $47. But then next, you're going to create the secret backdoor page. It's abc.com/secret or secret access or private access, whatever you want to title it. And on that page, you give that same $47 ebook away for free, okay? And there's a secret page there for people to opt in to get the ebook for free. So on that page, the secret access page, you could have a squeeze page, a headline up there, a little blurb, text blurb that says, "Shh, this ebook normally sells for $47, and please do not share this link to anyone. It's for your eyes only. You're here because a buddy of mine or a colleague of mine wants you to have this free of charge. And I love my friends and colleagues, so I decided to give this away free to select amount of people. Simply opt in below to get it instantly as a gift from me. And again, don't tell anyone about this link." Sneaky, I know. So next, go shop this to others out there who have their own products, but maybe they don't have any good bonuses on their sales letters or products. You can say something like this, and of course, put in your own words and elaborate on this, but this is just to give you the idea. It says, quote, "I see you have a stellar new product. Congratulations. Hey, I did not notice any bonuses on your offer there, or you only had one or whatever. I have an ebook I sell for $47 that is very good, and if you want, you could give it away for free to your customers as a bonus. This helps me too because I'm trying to build my name in the marketplace. So maybe we can help each other out. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'm here to mastermind with you, build the relationships. I'm eager to, build a little network of go-to people. Heck, I could even set it all up for you. I'm kind of nifty when it comes to technical stuff. I'll set up your sales letter, whatever you need to do, right? So you don't have to lift a finger. I can add the bonus to your site, add this fancy little ebook graphic that I got that looks great. I even have a couple testimonials for this ebook that you could slap on your sales letter to help it convert better. What you say? So it kind of goes a little bit like that. You following me? Well, here's a little visual for you. So these little boxes up here at the top, just think of those as different websites. So you go to Ricky Bobby here, and Ricky Bobby has a product selling, how to lose weight with yoga. So you go to Ricky Bobby, and you're like, hey, Ricky Bobby, I got this product. It's a $47 here, and it's superfoods product on how to lose weight and be really healthy, eating superfoods and recipes, and it's really awesome. I sell it for $47 all day long, every day of the week, twice on Sunday. If you want this to give to your customers, then I could set up a private link for you, Ricky Bobby, and you could give this away to your customers as a free bonus. And we could say on the bonus, the little blurb, which I could give to you, it says, this is normally $47, but it's yours free today as a customer of ours. And then here's a couple of testimonials that some of the people have gotten from, Decoy, Superfoods, Sales Letter, or us.com. You could get that for free as a customer of mine. And here's what Sally said, and here's what Jeff said. So they buy, right? On the download page to buy his product, or her product, the yoga product, on the thank you page, the download page, the members area, there's a link to your secret squeeze page right here. So the link goes from their thank you page to your squeeze, which is a link back, by the way. You want those for SEO purposes, especially in a similar market. So it's a crossover. So this is yoga and your superfoods, but their customers see that, oh, this is normally $47 because they see the Decoy sales letter, but your secret squeeze page is just an opt-in. So what are you getting as opt-in? Well, you're getting buyers as opt-in subscribers, which one buyer is the equivalent of like 150 freebie seekers that you get on your list as subscribers. So these are good traffic, right? Those are good subscribers. And they're going to come opt in because they want the free bonus that they just got, and they don't want to miss out. They're in that mode of like gather everything I could get because I just bought this. You buy something that has like 5 download links, and you're like download, 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 download. You want it all, right? So you can gather it and put it on your hard drive to never open it. But that's what this is here. It's just boom, boom, boom. So then over here you got Sally. Sally has a product on karate, and then you do the same thing with her, and then her customers buy the karate product on how to kill someone with your bare hands, and then on the download page it sends them to the secret squeeze page where they can get your superfoods product for free. And then same with Ralph here, and same with John, and same with Jimmy, and same with Joe. And it all comes over here to you, secret squeeze page, and you're building. And you can have 100 of these little boxes. You get 100 of these websites. All of those are backlinks. All of them have your product on there for free, and it's coming there. And then after they opt in, you can hit them with an upsell or an affiliate offer if you don't have your own products. And if you have your own products, you can even give these people affiliate commissions on this product if you have your own affiliate program. Like some of you in the VIP program have your own membership site that we set up for you. We set up an affiliate program for you. So you can set up your own your membership site here, okay? You have a membership site here, and you give all these people affiliate links, and then now they're making money, so they'll love that. Okay, so big points. Some of the big, pretty cool technique, huh? I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, all that takes is effort, so there's no excuses. Now, you can just go do that and go get plenty of buyer traffic and make yourself plenty of money. So even if you're scared to death of paid traffic and you're never going to do it, you're not going to take that risk, and you just want to put in effort, I just gave you a gold mine way to go out there and get yourself a lot of traffic if you're willing to put in the effort. So let's talk about big points, some of the big difference makers when it comes to traffic. When paid traffic works, it's just beautiful. It's just freaking beautiful, okay? It's one of the best things you'll ever experience when it comes to business is when your paid traffic is popping, converting, and making you daily profits. It's beautiful. You can come to the Cayman Islands with me. I'll buy you a rum runner, and you can just hang out because money's coming in. It's great. Okay, but it takes constant tweaking to get that dialed in, and it takes management to make sure that it continues to stay dialed in because things change all the time. It's the internet, it's moving, it's shaking, it's changing, it's evolving. But it's a beautiful thing. It's one of the best things I've ever seen in business land. It's not a magic wand, though. You can't just click some buttons, toss up some ad campaign, and make yourself a bunch of money. Never works like that, never has worked like that, never will work like that. So profits won't spit out like a busted dam with water gushing all over you because it's just not real. Okay, what's real? I'll show you what's real here in a minute. So listen to this though. This is key when it comes to a really big breakthrough for you. You know the old saying, the rising tide lifts all ships or all boats or whatever that saying is. That's true. That's true when it comes to traffic, and it's true when it comes to your business. If it's all connected. So if you're posting on Facebook and you're trying to get people to follow you there, you're posting on Twitter and you're getting followers there, and you're turning them on to you, and you're doing webinars, you're doing free teleseminars, you're doing workshops, you're creating ebooks and you're giving those away for free, and you're doing chats and hangouts, and I mean whatever. You're doing all this different stuff, doing podcasts, interviews. I mean, you're just all that stuff is all connected, and the rising tide lifts all boats. So if your marketplace will see you in different places. They'll be, oh, look at Eric who did that tweet. Oh, look at Eric's in the Cayman Islands. Oh, look at Eric's in Aspen. Oh, look at Eric's got this new car. They see all this stuff, right? Oh, Eric's doing a free webinar. Oh, Eric's has a new product he's selling. Oh, Eric's doing coaching. And you just kind of see all that. It's all connected. And then you go out there and you spend some money on paid traffic, like Facebook, for example. Let's say you're running some Facebook ads. It's all connected. Like if I make a post on Facebook, maybe 200 people see that post, maybe 300. Who knows? But if I spend money on advertising on Facebook, maybe 3,000 people see that post today. And if I use my pretty face on the image, the Facebook ad image, then 2,000 or 3,000 people saw my pretty face. And they're like, wow, that guy is sharp, right? So they follow you and they see you, and then you're doing webinars. It's all connected. So the rising tide lifts all boats. But that's not what happens with most people that aren't there yet, that haven't made it yet. They're not doing that. They're kind of just here and there dabbling and jacking around, and they never get – it's never on purpose. It's never manufactured, choreographed, orchestrated, constructed, conducted to generate this rising tide for yourself, you see? So even if I spent $1,000 on Facebook and I got crap results, I didn't get a ton of opt-ins, and the opt-in conversion was crap, and the sales conversions on my upsell was crap, and all that was crap, and the conversion sucked, and I was pissed off. It doesn't matter. I mean, 2,000 people just saw my glowing, shiny face. So you see how that works? It's all connected. So you got to do it all. You got to be all in. That was something I was talking about yesterday. I went off on. You can't dabble with this stuff. You can't half-ass this and make any money. You got to be all in. You got to be all in. If you're going to go drop $1 million to set up a new McDonald's franchise in your neighborhood and you fork out that $1 million, you're not going to just dabble. You're not going to just like walk in McDonald's and be like, what's that? Oh, register? Let me push some buttons. Oh, well, what does this do? Cool. All right. Well, what's your name? Sally? Oh, you work here? Cool. What do you do? All right. And you kind of walk around and like, what are these? Oh, these are French fries. Okay. The French fry machine. All right. See you guys. Got to take off and just leave. You don't come back for 6 months. I mean, that's not, it's not the way it works in the real world. That's not the way it works in the internet marketing world. So the rising tide lifts all boats. And with traffic, it's very important. So you want to go out there and get 5,000 subscribers as fast as humanly possible, at least. I like that goal. I like that number, 5,000 subscribers, because most of you want to quit a day job and make, $60,000, $70,000, $100,000 a year from home. And this is the number about what you need to get to that income level, in my opinion. That's if you manage the list right and you turn those people on to you, even in a decent or half-assed manner. But that's about the number that you need, okay? So some subscribers will be terrible, and they'll opt out. Okay, they'll just opt out and they won't like you. Out of those 5,000, others will ignore your emails for years, but just stay on there. Others will just want free stuff, so they're not going to ever buy anything. You're looking for the 1 to 10% of your list who are A, active buyers, and B, they're turned on to buying from you. Okay, so what is good? Well, if you have 5,000 subscribers and you're using the rising tide lifts all boats, and you're making Facebook posts and Twitter posts, you're doing webinars, you're doing all this cool stuff, and you're helping your brothers and sisters, and you're just dispensing advice, and you're giving all this goodwill out there, and then you're also paying for traffic, or you're doing some of the recruiting affiliates, whatever you're doing to get traffic, it lifts the tide and it lifts all the boats, and all your stuff starts to do better. Okay. Now, if you do that, people will be more turned on to you because they see you everywhere. It's all, see what I mean by it's all connected? You know, where if you're just driving Facebook traffic to some squeeze page and you're doing nothing else but just the squeeze traffic to that squeeze page, it's hard. It's hard to make the whole thing work because they don't know who you are. They don't believe you. Okay, they don't believe you at all. You see what I mean? So you want to make sure that you're doing all of this. It's all in or nothing. You're either with us or with the terrorists. So if a sales letter is good at, like, let's say 2% conversions, that means out of 5,000 subscribers, only 100 people could buy. So you take 2% of 5,000 people. That means your sales letter, if your sales copy, your video sales letter converts to 2%, and you got a list of 5,000 people, you're lucky if 100 people buy your offer. The average offer being $47, looking at $5,000 if it's $50 a pop. But the problem here is not all 5,000 people are going to even open your email, so that math right there is not proper. But it gives you an idea of what we're talking about and how you could get to 5. But here's the key, is you can promote your list more than once. So over time, in the course of a month, you can make about $5,000 to $10,000 a month if you manage your 5,000 subscribers properly. You can see the math right here. Give or take, tweak it, you know, different variables, but pretty much it's pretty spot on. I mean, if you get decent traffic and you turn that traffic onto you in just a decent manner, not even great, then you should be able to generate that kind of revenue for that type of list. Okay? So it all depends on how good the traffic is, because if it's crap third world country traffic and they don't buy anything, and to them $10 is like $1,000, then they're not going to buy your $1,000 course. Okay, so that traffic is just crap. It's not going to work for you. But if it's good quality traffic and these people have money and they're active buyers and they're turned on to you and they like you and they trust you and they believe you and they want to buy from you because you're solving their problems, then all it takes is a list of about 5,000 people to earn the money you're probably looking to make. And at that point, you start to realize, like, man, I could do so much more than that. And that's what happened to all of us that make $1 million. So here's the avenues that I recommend for getting traffic. You still there? Tap on the top of your head, pat the top of your head if you're still paying attention and you can still hear me and you're still focused. Still focused? Patting the top of your head? Okay, I can see you, Donald. I know you're doing that. You're patting top. Okay. Here's the avenues I recommend for getting traffic. One, the best traffic, in my opinion, in this internet guru land is affiliate traffic. I know that's not really paid traffic other than you're paying them commissions after the fact, but this is the best type of traffic other than word of mouth traffic. This is the best type of traffic because it's what we call recommended traffic. So if Ricky Bobby promotes for you, he promotes to his list, those people love him, just like if I promote to my list, I got some people that love me. Louvier love. They're on the Louvier bus. And I say, go out there and buy from Barry Brooks. They're going to be like, I'm going to go buy from Barry because, dang it, I love Eric, and Eric's the man. He's a superhero. And he said to go over there and buy from Barry. So I'm going to go buy from Barry. You see how that works? It's just like if you come to Lakeway and I say, you really need to go eat at Rocco's, man. It's pretty good Italian food, and they just moved into a new place and it looks pretty fancy. And, go over and check it out. It's over by HEB. It's pretty good food. The Merlot is awesome too, by the way. Napa Valley Merlot, I really dig it. It's probably 90% of the reason I go eat there anyway. And I tell you that, you're going to probably go if you're my buddy and you know my taste in food and wine. So if Ricky Bobby promotes to his followers, and they love Ricky Bobby, they're going to buy your stuff. So that's the best type of traffic to get, is affiliate traffic. The next one I would say is pay-per-click, because it's real. It's real traffic. It's fresh traffic. You know where that traffic's coming from. If you're getting traffic off of Facebook or Twitter or Bing or any of those, then it's real traffic. That's real. It's cold traffic, but it's real. You're not getting 98% of your traffic from Malaysia or the Philippines or something where they're not going to fork over $50 or $100 very easily. So pay-per-click is as compared to solo ads, for example. So pay-per-click traffic I would put that as second, pretty much. I mean, it's kind of neck and neck with the next one, which is quality solo ad blast, not the crap solo ad blast, but the really good quality ones. Those can be that could be neck and neck with two. So, and it could even be one. I've gotten some solo ads where it was pretty much like an affiliate blast for me. So those could be, these are the top three. in my opinion. Facebook, you know, is great if you don't get banned. They like to ban anyone and everyone for no reason. So good luck. But Facebook I love Facebook, but I've been banned what 3 times now. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Love it. Yeah, love getting banned. But then there's Twitter, there's Bing, there's YouTube, there's LinkedIn, there's AdWords. Those are all very good too. I just fired up Bing again. I haven't touched Bing in a while. It's been a little while because I was so busy on Facebook and Twitter. But here recently, like, you know, I fired up my Bing campaign. I'm just getting started there, so I haven't even fully. You'll see. I think I took some snapshots of that. So quality solo ad blasts are very good for traffic too. I'm also going to show you in this video presentation here how to set up a Twitter campaign, like how I do it. And I think you'll get some huge breakthroughs with that. And you can go out there and get some traffic. I'll also show you Bing too, which is very easy. So next is quality solo blasts, ad blasts, or email drops are very, very good. They can be good. I have one hitting in a couple weeks, I think a few weeks from now, that I'm dropping a few $1,000s on, and it's from selfgrowth.com. And there's others out there too, but you got to dig around, you got to ask around, you got to get in the game. But you got to look for these. Now, if you're going and buying solo ad from Ricky Bobby, you know, and he's like, yeah, $40 and I'll send you 100 clicks, man. Let's do this, you know. And just, it may not work out too well. You know what I mean? Like it's $40 and you're getting it from some schmo you never heard of, and he's going to send you some traffic. He says it's tier 1, but who knows? And there's a lot of that kind of stuff out there right now, and it's too bad because solo ads used to be a gold mine, and lately, I mean, it's like 3 or 4 out of 5 are just suck, and then 2 out of 5 or 1 out of 5 is good. So it's definitely something you got to dig around and find the good ones out there. And I like going with the bigger companies, you know, the more established authority type sites out there that kind of cross over into my demographics, like self growth. I mean, most people that are into self growth, personal development, all that are also in my market, so it works really well. Then fourth, I put here cost per view traffic, but I'm kind of reluctant to even include it there. I mean, I'd go with Traffic Vance, and that's about it. 5 solo ads. These are easy, pay $40 or so, but not often that great of quality traffic. Lots of third world countries, freebie seekers like crazy, traffic exchanges, all kinds of fraud going on. It really is a dangerous. That's why pay per click, you know, it may not be as good quality traffic as an email blast or, you know, someone that's recommending traffic because it's so cold. But at least I know it's a real click. It's a real person. You know, it's a real unique visitor. You know, most likely. And it's not this kind of crap that you're getting and you're just wasting money. But it works because because it's so easy. They get 60% opt-in rates, and it's a false illusion. They're like, oh, this is great. It's going to make me so much money. I have 60% on my squeeze page. My squeeze page rocks. But then it's third world country traffic, or it's just crap traffic, and it doesn't work. And they wonder why. You know, those people are busy selling solo ads. They're not busy promoting to those solo ads their own stuff or their own affiliate offers, and that's the reason, right? Now there's some really good ones out there too. Don't get me wrong, there are. So you just got to dig. So here's how it really goes when it gets to traffic. You guys getting any good stuff out of this? You know, let me see. Yes, focused. Whoops. Right. I'm just checking on my comments here. Simon's asking, do you add a link to the paid sales page from the secret squeeze? No, I don't, because I never did, because they'll take it upon themselves to just look at the site themselves. So don't you do that? Like if you go to abc.com/secret link, don't you kind of just go to abc.com yourself just to see what's there? That's what they do. So no, I don't do that. I don't provide the link to the sales page, just the squeeze page. So here's how it really goes getting traffic. Kind of. If someone goes and they buy a solo ad and they can't get opens or clicks. They got 140 subscribers, but they're getting about 5 clicks if they're lucky when they send an email out to their list. So they bought a solo ad, and they spent some money. They got 140 people that opted in, but they're lucky if they can get them to get 5 clicks from their list. Then they go out and buy another solo ad. They got another 100 subscribers, but now they only got 11 clicks from those 100 subscribers. So now total, they got 240 total subscribers, but they're lucky to get 16 clicks out of them. Okay. And the frustration sets in, and then you're like, well, let's try it again with somebody else. This guy comes highly recommended. You get another 100 subscribers, but this time you're getting 25 clicks from that guy. So you're like, oh, let's spend some more there. That looks like it's pretty good. So the next spin, you get 270 new subscribers, but only 15 clicks from that one. You're like, dang it. The other one seemed better, but anyway. Now you're kind of building up some clicks, though. Now you're probably getting like, 100 clicks or so. Then you send out a few broadcast emails to your list, and you got between 50 and 100 clicks on average. So you're starting to get there. You spend some pay-per-click on Facebook, you got 300 clicks, but you only got 16 subscribers. What gives? You didn't convert very well, but those are real subscribers, okay? So it starts growing. You tweak your pay-per-click with Facebook. You spend some more money, you get some more clicks, get some more subscribers. Then you tweak your squeeze page, you tweak your ads, you tweak your keywords, you tweak all this stuff. And then you pause your ads, because it's the weekend or whatever. You're going to be gone, so you don't want to lose a bunch of money. You come back, you fire it up again, you tweak some more, you spend some more money, you pause your ads again because now it's a holiday. Then you come back a week later, you spend some more money, you bump your budget to $75 because it's starting to work a lot better, you're starting to get decent quality traffic at low, and your price per click is going down, 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 but your clicks are going up, up, up. You're getting more and more subscribers. It's starting to come around, but it's taking a little while, and you're very proud of your stuff. You pat yourself on the back because you stuck to it finally, and you see what Eric's talking about as far as keep tweaking. Now you've got 2,000 subscribers. Now you're at the point you can make some money. So you got 2,000 subscribers. You hit that good quality solo ad provider again. That this one up here that did pretty good. Now you got 400 new subscribers because you spent more because you trust that guy. And hold on, this is in my way here. And you're getting about 200 clicks per email blast. Not much, right? I mean, 200 clicks. You got 2,000 subscribers. I mean, you're like, dang, man, I got 2,000 subscribers. They're all fresh and new, and yet I'm lucky to squeeze out 200 clicks when I send an email blast. So you send an email blast to your list, like I sent one today. Well, I didn't have a link in there, but if I did, let's say, if I got 200 clicks from that blast, it'd be like, man, I only got 200 clicks. Oh, only got 200 clicks. But wrong. Those 200 clicks can earn you thousands of dollars per month. Thousands. Those are the engaged people. Those are the turned on people. Those are the people that are resonating with you. Those are the people that are active and ready to buy. Most of them, you see? It doesn't take too many of those in a given month to make you a good solid income. So you can make a really good income with just 2,000 subscribers. I would say on average between $2,000 to $4,000 per month. It's usually $1 to $2 per subscriber per month. So if you have a list of 2,000 subscribers, you should make between $2,000 to $4,000 per month, depending on how well you manage that list and how good was the traffic, how good quality was the traffic. So you get it to 2,000 clicks per email blast. If you could do that and stick to this plan, you get to this point where you could get 2,000 clicks per email blast. You're going to make a ton of money, $500,000, $600,000 a month. I mean, a year is very capable with those kind of clicks. Okay, so the above is the truth. This is the truth. There's no fairy tale land BS here. What I'm talking about. This is how it works for all of us, not just the newbies, not just the intermediate people. All of us, the gurus, the smoorus, the experts, everybody. This is how it works for all of us. We're all like this. I could tell you some gurus that are scared to death of paid traffic. They'll never touch it. They live on their celebrity, which is a whole nother video presentation we could talk about. Talked about that a lot yesterday, actually, to my VIPs. Quickly, affiliate recruiting. I'm going to talk more about affiliate recruiting later on in this program, but right now, if you have your own products, then recruiting affiliates can put you on the map faster than anything I've ever seen in my 20 years of doing business, or almost 20 years of business, because I used to have an ad agency before the internet was invented. So if you get just 10 decent affiliates to blast for you, decent affiliates, not gurus, decent affiliates can send you some clicks, good quality recommended traffic, then your list can earn you six figures for years to come. Do you understand me? Years to come. So if you got 10 decent people to promote for you, to promote your squeeze page, then the list you build from those 10 decent affiliates can earn you six figures per year for years to come, as long as you manage the list well. Just 10. But that's another thing that people are scared sickless of, is going out there and recruiting affiliates, because people don't like to be rejected. Guess what? We all get rejected. Even I get rejected. I'm a superhero. So I once did $600,000 in a year. At the end of the year, I talked about this a lot of times. This is what changed my life because I realized, holy smokes, I need to recruit more affiliates. But at the end of the year, doing the taxes, love taxes, IRS, love you. I once did $600,000 from just, I think it was 9 to 11 affiliates. I don't remember. I know it was odd numbers, either 9 or 11 affiliates. 9 or 11 affiliates generated $600,000 for me that year in revenue. Just 9 to 11 people, right? And the same guys just promoting over and over again all year. And then the next year too, they generated a lot of cash. So, and I've made money from that list. I think that was year 2009. Let's see, what year was it they came and wanted to see my garage and see what sports cars I had? That was 2010. So it was 2009. So 2009, they produced $600,000 for me just from 9 to 11 affiliates. Can you believe that? So recruiting affiliates is just absolutely just a huge way to put yourself on the map and make yourself a ton of money. And all you got to do is ask, hey, would you like to promote for me? It's really just that. I mean, if you could do that, I mean, this is what we teach people in the VIP program. So we set them up with the whole reason. Look, let me tell you this. The whole reason we set some of you guys, the VIPs, up with your own membership site and your own product is because then we could set you up with an affiliate program. That's 90% of the reason why we set you up with a membership site. Is because for me to get you to 6 figures, I know the quickest way to do it is to set you up with a membership site and then teach you how to go recruit affiliates. You go recruit affiliates, and that's the quickest way I've seen anyone make 6 figures in my life. Okay, so that's the whole reason we set that up for you, so we can set you up with an affiliate program. So that's what we do. If you want to upgrade, just email us, and we'll upgrade you so you can get your own membership site to start recruiting affiliates. All right, next. One of the easiest to me ways to get traffic and for my clients to get traffic, especially the ones that are just getting going, is Twitter and Bing. So here's just kind of a little example. Go to ClickBank, click on the marketplace, go on the left-hand side. I'm going to use exercise and fitness as an example. So I clicked on health and fitness, and then it drills down. It gives you more choices, and I clicked on exercise and fitness. Okay, and then I went to the top. And so I just looked at the first 3. That's usually what I do. I look at the top ones, right? This one jumped out to me because it's $54 as opposed to $20.20. So I clicked on this one, this Adonis golden ratio system, and there's this dude. I guess that's Adonis. Oh, no, it's John. And this is his website. It's black background, so it's blending into my slides here. But it goes all the way down. This is a sales video, and then this is a really nice professional graphics. Like this is a really good example of the JV technique I was talking about earlier, the integration technique. If you got some graphics that look like that, and you had a little, little ad, or a little banner that they can put on their website, and then you show that to them, they're like, oh, sweet, I can put that on my website. It's gonna make it look really good. So it increases the value. So you can see how that technique works really well. Okay. So interesting. You put the add to cart button at the very top and put the price right there. It's because there's a sales video. What is this? Protein shake or something? Anyway, so you could scroll down here on this Adonis golden ratio. It's a long sales letter. Whew. So I go to Twitter, right? This is Twitter, and then you go to Twitter. You click on create new campaign, and then I'm doing website clicks or conversions, right? So website clicks to your website. So right here, I click to set up a new campaign. I'm calling it the Adonis affiliate offer, and then I start running continuously. Next, I'm going to compose a tweet. I'm just scrolling down, okay? So this is the top of the page, and then down here, see it says compose tweets. You go down, compose tweets right here. See, and then this is just me writing a text for you. So I'm not promoting a fitness offer, but so I just put my own website in there just as an example for you. But you click the compose tweet, and don't use this website card. I learned my lesson there. Don't use this at all. Just ignore it. This is where you can put a banner and all kinds of stuff, an image ad, and don't do it because you get all these clicks to the image. But those don't go to your website, and you're just wasting money. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say tweaking. You tweak, you dig, you tweak, you dig, you tweak, you test, and you start figuring these things out. You're like, wait a minute, all my clicks are going to this stupid banner. Why do they even have this? Anyway, so here's a text ad. Whoa, this is pretty amazing, and I'm sort of taken aback. Check out the 5 foods men should never eat at, ericfitness.com. Now, the reason why I said 5 foods men should never eat is because this Adonis is 5 foods men must avoid. I should have used that actual sentence because it's congruent. It's relevant. It's exactly what they'll click on the ad for. So the 5 foods men should avoid, or whatever it said. That if that's in the ad and they click my link and then they go to this and it says the exact same thing, then I have a pretty good connection there already. They feel like it's meant to be. Okay, so that's important. What else about this ad? So, whoa, this is pretty amazing. So I'm kind of writing the text in a way of like, I'm just sharing, like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Check this out. I'm sort of taking it back. Check out the 5 foods men should never eat. I mean, that's kind of hard to not click, especially if I'm targeting fitness people. It's like I'm sharing and not advertising, right? And then you click tweet promote only, and then this is going to come over here, and then you write another tweet. And I recommend you write 3 to 5 of these in just different types of ways, and you'll have them listed over here, and then Twitter will optimize for the best one, and you keep trying to beat your own control. So I wrote another one right here. See how it showed up right there? So I'm writing another one. What does it say? New to me, LOL. Check out the 5 foods men should never eat. This program is solid, I tell you. Solid. See, I'm just trying to be a little bit more personable. New to me, LOL. It doesn't sound like an ad. And then click tweet promote only, and then that shows up over here. Pay attention to how many characters you have left. Of course, don't use this. And then anyway, I have a bunch of them listed here, okay? And then they'll optimize for that. And you can get rid of the ones that aren't working well and keep trying to replace it, get better and better. And as you scroll down the page, target locations. United States. I usually target United States, Canada, the great state of Canada. Where else? UK, Singapore, Australia. So some of those countries is who I check. Now, from this, I want to click male only, not female. Why? Because this is Adonis. This is dude. This is dude stuff, man. It's not dude. So I'm gonna target male only, right? And you can select languages, of course, English, and this is interesting here. I think I showed this on the next screen. Yeah, so let me go back. You could click to select the devices like BlueBerry and BlackBerry and Cheeseburger and Apple and all that, and platforms and carriers, right? So one of the things I try to tweak is turning off mobile and just going with desktop and laptop computers. And then other times I split test with a whole nother campaign where I'm going after everybody. I mean, going after just mobile, and I turn off desktop and laptop computers. And then I have one campaign that's all of them. Okay, so you can really get pretty specific. Those of you who are real detail-oriented, analytical type of people, you'll love this stuff. I'm not that way, but yet I'm able to pull this off. So you don't have to be detail-oriented, okay? The reason why is because, I don't know, when I'm on my desktop, like I am right now, my iMac, then I'm like 1,000 times more likely to opt in. I'm 1,000 times more likely to read something. I'm 1,000 times more likely to watch a video, a sales video. I'm 1,000 times more likely to share something. When I'm on my phone, I mean, I'm in line at the bank. I'm waiting for my wife to finish freaking shopping so we could go get something to eat. I'm like that. I'm checking my phone in bed, right? On the couch and while during commercials. So I'm not sitting there with the mindset of let me opt in and figure out what this is and really get into it. Once in a while something really captures me like that, and I'll probably go to my desktop to check it out. You see, that's how I am. So I try to think that everyone else is like me. I could be completely wrong, but I think that most people are like that too, and therefore I try different things. And it's really amazing. Sometimes this works like a charm, just going after these, and other times it bottoms out and doesn't work at all. So you got to tweak this stuff, okay? So it's really weird. The world's weird, this universe. God. So target new devices, you could do that too. I usually don't jack with that. Like, people that got Twitter, just got Twitter or whatever. I just ignore that. And then select additional targeting criteria. I like to do this. Let's get into this. So add keywords. And so I put pound bodybuilding, right? Because we're targeting that demographic. And I usually go with this phrase match with the quotations like that. And I just click that one. So like I type in pound bodybuilding and I click phrase match, and I ignore the other ones. I don't usually do the negative match. You can get real fancy with this. I'm not a fancy detail-oriented guy, although I'm being very detail-oriented at the moment. I'm very proud of that. But bodybuilding phrase match, that's the way I do it. And it's because I want that phrase, right? So then when you do this, they start giving you suggestions. And there you go, my trusty screenshot. So right here, expand your reach. So when I did that, bodybuilding, right? So you just put in one keyword and then it gives you recommendations. Expand your reach. So you click right here, this little blue link, click that little link right there, and then boom, they get this little pop-up, and you get all these other suggestions. Pound bodybuilding motivation, pound fitness motivation, pound muscle, pound bodybuilding calm, body trans, you get the idea. And look, there's another page. So there's 40 different ones here. You can select these, like you click the ones you want that resonate with you. Like I might not click on girls who lift. I don't want that one. I'm not chasing girl. Well, I mean, I am, but not right now. This isn't what I'm going for. So you add keywords, okay? Six-pack shortcuts. So then next is we add followers. These are gurus out there or websites or businesses that have their own handles. They have their own following. We're going to target their followers. Cha-ching. This is a great way to make money. This is a great way to get awesome traffic. They already built up the list of their followers, like these guys, Six-Pack Shortcuts. Henry and them, Michael Chang. I know these guys. They wouldn't exist without me. Henry used to work for me, and they built this big business. They do like $1 million a month. I'm totally jealous. But they have the Six-Pack Shortcuts, not only the six-pack, but of the money. But Six-Pack Shortcuts, they have a huge following. They get their YouTube videos get millions of visitors, and they're here in Austin. They just moved into a 25,000 square foot office, and I love those guys. But I know that they're one of the few fitness studs I know, gurus out there. So I could put at Six-Pack Shortcuts, which is right here. I believe this is their handle, and then it's going to give me a lot of suggestions. Okay, and sure enough, right there, Mike Chang is here. So Mike Chang is the face of Six-Pack Shortcuts. And so I would just click right here, add usernames like this, Weight Watchers. Click that, and it's going to give me a lot of suggestions. Booyah! Fitness and nutrition. I can click right there and add that. Men's fitness. Hell yes. Click right there. Six-Pack Shortcuts. Mike Chang is here. That's Mikey. Click right there. Sean T. I don't know who that is, but it looks like he's targeting dudes. So I'll click right there. And I just click add usernames. But look, there's 2 more pages. You just click, and then you click, and it adds all those usernames. Okay? Beautiful. So you can target their followers. I mean, like this fitness, where am I? Men's fitness. I mean, who knows how many followers they have? I should have went and looked. But who's following those men's fitness? Men who are into fitness. I mean, it's just like shooting fish in a barrel, guys. So here we come to this. Add behaviors. You can do that. I usually don't mess with that. But you click right there. Browse categories. And then this pops up. Yeah, I do this. I missed a part here. Tailored audiences. I skipped that, but I don't mess with that. Too much work. But I go right here and I click browse categories. Whew, getting some good stuff. I'm running out of wind here talking so much. So browse and select behaviors. And then there's all these different categories of behaviors. Demographics, lifestyles, sports. So you can target income levels. You can target if they own their own house, demographics, brands even. So you can do this. I'll show you what I did. So I clicked on lifestyles. See? Lifestyles. I clicked right there, the little arrow. And then, boom, look, healthy and fit, high spenders. See how I can target luxury sports enthusiasts. But look, healthy and fit, 5 million. And this is scrolls because I didn't even catch up with the whole thing. Then I clicked on this, CPG categories, health and beauty buyers. And look, health and beauty buyers. Men's grooming, 2.13 million. That could be a good gold mine because men who are into grooming are probably into, looking good. And then, one way to look good is to, have some muscles, man. And then other health and beauty buyers, I don't know about that one. Might be targeting a lot of girls, but you can exclude females, so you're only targeting males who are into beauty buying and health buying stuff. You see? Very, very good. And there's others here you can get fancy with this stuff. Next one, retail categories. I mean, you can just click through here and just play around and scroll around and spend some good time on this. So I clicked on retail categories and I clicked on health and wellness buyers. And look at that, health and wellness buyers, 3.2 million. Weight loss and supplements, 2.32 million. Look, if you're promoting a squeeze page that says, the 5 foods that you must avoid, that men must avoid, and you're targeting men, and you're targeting fitness people, and you're targeting people that take supplements. You are laser targeted in on those demographics that are going to love your stuff. And then it makes it easy to sell them, okay? This is what a lot of you guys are not doing. So don't be afraid of traffic. You got to dig. You got to get into the guts of this. You got to go all in, all in. You can't dabble. Dabbling is for wimps. You got to go all in, all in. The rising tide lifts all boats. You can't dabble. Got to go all in. Got it? More. Customize where promoted tweets appear. Limit. This is where you exclude. So you can exclude tailored audiences. I just don't jack with that, but I do jack with this. Excluding certain behaviors, right? And here's what I do. There's the targeted stuff. You can upload all that stuff. Limit targeting by excluding behaviors. And then you click right there on browse categories and look. I click on demographics, I click on income, and I get rid of these people. No offense if that's what you make per year, but I don't target you with my Twitter traffic because I want people that are going to have more money to invest in my high-ticket stuff. That's me and what I do with my products and services. But if I'm promoting that ebook, or that ClickBank product that was like, what was it, $50, $100, $75, something like that, then I would probably leave these because it's a low-priced product. Even someone who makes, 15 grand per year, 10 grand per year could still fork over $50, right? So I would leave these. I put this here specifically to share with you. I target high ticket people. Like if you don't give me a grand, it's bottom feeder. Usually I'm like, I don't want to jack with you. You're going to just flood us with help desk tickets. You're going to call me names and go make hate stuff about me. So I try not to target bottom feeders. So my stuff is all expensive, as you well know. And so therefore I'm not going to target these demographics because these people aren't going to give me 10 grand. They're not going to give me 20 grand. They're not going to give me $1,000, quickly. So usually they're not. So I exclude them. Okay. You could do the same thing. It would be smart. Next is a budget per day. I usually start like $75 and just let that baby roll. Up to you. You can start with $10 if you wanted to. I recommend starting heavy if you can because you got to get the traffic going, the momentum going. It's like you got to get Twitter paying attention. And I also start out with automatic bid, which is going to be more expensive per click at first. But then once you get going, you could switch that to target bid and lower your cost per click and test. This is part of the testing and tweaking phase. Test and tweak by lowering your bid. I let this run for a week usually, or a few days at the least, and then I come back and I put target bids and I start lowering my bids to get it down to like 30 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents a click instead of $2 a click or whatever, which it might be at the beginning. Now, if you were going after that niche, that fitness niche, it's going to be cheap, okay? So that's Twitter. So let's switch over to Bing real fast, and we're almost done. This is Bing. You would click right here to create a campaign, but this is one I just started, and this is going after a high ticket demographic, and I'm focused on searching content, and I started the budget at $175 a day. This is just started recently, and I don't have very many clicks yet. So there's 9 clicks, there's 400 impressions. That's good click-through rate, 2.25%. I get in, 50 cents a click, cost per click? Not bad, not bad it took me 10 minutes to set this up right here. 10 minutes, so, that's not bad. We'll see how it goes. I need to get this up. For $175 a day, I'm not getting enough impressions or anything. So, but I think I have like 3 keywords in there. I just got started. But I just wanted to show you. Just from a quick view. Some of you guys are going out there buying solo ads, and you're spending, $40, $100 to get solo ads, and you don't know if that traffic is worth a damn or not. I know that these clicks are real clicks for the most part. Okay, pretty much, and that's a pretty good click-through rate, and I'll take that all day long, 50 cents. So it's going to go lower than that. If it's already starting out at 50 cents a click, and I haven't even spent hardly any time with this, I could get this down to probably 25 cents, 20 cents a click, and keep this high, and keep this average position high as I lower this over time. But I need more ad groups, more keywords, more tweaking. But the more time I spend in this, the more I get into this. We're in the process of moving. We just got back from vacation, and then my son started school in a new private school. Now we're moving to a new $1 million house with a kegerator. It all has a lot of other stuff, but it has a kegerator. Cool. But anyways, it's been busy, man. So I haven't had a lot of time to focus on the traffic. I have had traffic people take care of my stuff. I even have a traffic company. But this is Bing. I like to get in there and get it started and all that. I don't have anyone running my Bing traffic. Now, this is how to set up a Bing campaign. Is you set up, I just gave it a name, Fitness 1 as an example. Time zone, you can start your daily budget, $5, $10, $50, $100, $150, whatever you want there. US dollars, English, Canada, the great state of Canada, United States, whatever. So it's very easy. Text ad, get six-pack abs. This is just an example. I just did this campaign for example. I'm not targeting fitness, okay? So get six-pack abs. That's the title, get six-pack abs. The ad text, I typed it right there. I have 2 characters remaining, so I fit everything in there I can. And it says, get six-pack abs workout and supplement plan, 5 foods to never eat. And of course, I'm going to send them to my squeeze page. And then from there, I would send them to the ClickBank offer I showed you earlier with the dude and the protein shake. Okay, which was, he said at the top 5 foods to never eat. Okay, so this is get six-pack abs. That's who I'm targeting. That's what my keywords are going to say. When people type that in, this is going to laser target them. It's going to work like a charm. So then next you add your keywords, keyword text, and this is who I'm targeting. In this ad group, I'm just going to have keywords that are six-pack abs. So I type in six-pack abs like that. I type it in with the quotations, and I type it in with the brackets. So exact match, phrase match, broad match, right? And then you see right here, broad, phrase, exact. It shows the bids, cost per bids for first page. This is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap, 16 cents, 44 cents. They're usually going to give you higher bids at first. So hell yeah, there's a lot of love out there. It's a lot of money to make, okay? That's easy traffic. Now let me go back. See, I'm targeting six-pack abs in my ad. The title says six-pack abs. The body of my the body of my ad says get six-pack abs, and even my domain name says abs right there. So by using that keyword, six-pack abs, and it's in my ad, then this could be bold, that will be bold, this should be bold text, right? So, and it's very, very specific. So people that type into Bing six-pack abs are going to see this ad that says get six-pack abs, and then abs, and then abs. So it's very relevant, very specific. Like we talked about a couple trainings ago, specificity, specific knowledge, rules in marketing. That's it. It's a journey. It's not an event. It's a process. It's not an event. It's a game of tweaking. Most, 98% in this market, never ever, and this is important, listen to this, 98% of the people in this business, 98 of you guys, never get to the point where you ever even focus on traffic and tweaking, because you never make it that far. I mean, most people are just busy doing all the pre-business stuff, the prep stuff. They're too busy, buying and chasing and dabbling and going after different shiny objects. They never get to the point where they even pick a niche market and get a squeeze page up, much less get to the point where they're focused on traffic like we talked about on this call, and tweaking that traffic and sticking to it. So you wonder why 98% of the people fail in this business. I just explained it in this presentation. 98% never get to where I just got to, where I just showed you. Okay, much less sticking to that to get even beyond that. So you want to make sure you stick to this. Tweak. It's a game of tweaking. Tweak. Have the faith. Stick to it. Don't give up. Keep working on it. Even if you have to keep your ad budgets low, for budget, stick to it. It's better to be consistent and disciplined than it is to just try real fast and then quit. Okay? So get to 5,000 plus subscribers as soon as possible. That will change your life. Manage those subscribers well. We're going to talk about that soon in this training program, but we're going to talk really a lot about how to manage your list, how to manage the market, how to turn them on to you, how to get them to want to buy from you, how to get them to follow you, how to get them to admire you, because it can all be manufactured. It's all on purpose. This is for adults. You're going to love that presentation when we get into it. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm gonna explain it. Like, if you see somebody driving a Ferrari in an internet marketing video, there's a chance that that Ferrari was just rented for the day. Doesn't mean they own a $300,000 Ferrari, right? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. And if they do own the Ferrari, that's worth it because of that very reason. It's going to make them so much more money because of what we call symbols. So it's all manufactured, okay? Why do you think I talk about the Cayman Islands all the time? There's a reason for that, okay? Even though I love the Cayman Islands, especially for runners. So $5,000 to $10,000 plus per month is done decently with a 5,000 subscriber list. Most people get to 200 subscribers or so and they quit. And then the 200 subscribers just sit there. Hello? Sound familiar? Any of you got to 200 subscribers and it just stayed there and you never emailed them, you just gave up on them, you just quit, moved on to something else. Now you're on Amazon selling widgets or flipping websites or whatever new guru Bob showed you. So just stick to it, stick to it, stick to it, stick to it. I started counting calories a week or two ago when I got back, from vacation, because I put on all this weight. And, darn it. So the other day I started, counting calories and I lost a few pounds. But that was frustrating, I'm like, maybe this doesn't work. So I have this, MyFitnessPal. Very good idea, by the way, if you want to lose weight. I lost 30 pounds last year, or 2 years ago, and maintained it last year. Gained about 8 pounds over the summer. I mean, steak dinners and rum runners will do that to you. So we gained about 8 pounds or so, and I'm like, dang, I get back to my clothes I haven't put on all summer because, I just took a suitcase of clothes. So my closet full of clothes, like, none of that stuff fits me. I'm like, man, I need to lose some weight, right? So the best thing that ever worked for me was MyFitnessPal. It's an app on your iPhone or your smartphone. So you just count your calories. So if my calories are like 1,800 calories for the day, then I got to stay under that. So you could scan it and you could type in, like if you had a, salad at Chipotle, you could find that salad and click it and it puts the calories in. And so you do that, right? So you can stay below your calorie count for the day, each day, and it tracks your progress and all that. So the other day I noticed that I've only lost a couple pounds or a few pounds. I'm like, damn it, man. Come on. I'll get rid of this weight. So maybe the app doesn't work. Maybe this whole calorie counting thing is BS. Maybe they're all liars. It doesn't work. I'm going to go do something else. Right? So that's what happens with traffic is they're like, well, this Facebook doesn't work. I tried it for a week and look, didn't work, so I'm going to give up on it. It's just stupid. You can't lose weight by just counting your calories for a week, right? I mean, it's not going to work. So it's the same thing. So wonder where I'll be in 6 months from now if I continue to stay diligent on and vigilant on counting my calories. I can't help but to lose weight, right? Sure, not every day I'm going to do well. One day I stay under the count. Yay, bravo, I stayed under my calorie count. Next day, maybe not so much. Maybe I went over by a couple hundred calories. Then 2 days later, 2 days in a row, I kick ass and I stay under my calorie count. Then all of a sudden it's the weekend. and it's like really easy to drink wine and, eat and stuff. It's a weekend and everyone's doing it. So, then the weekend, like I just blew my diet, right? But no, I didn't. I keep going. You see, it's the same thing with traffic and conversions. It's the same thing. People quit right away and they're like, this doesn't work. Yes, it does. If it didn't work, we wouldn't all be doing it. It just doesn't work for you yet because you haven't dialed it in yet. You haven't stuck to it long enough to tweak it and get good at it. Just stick to it for the love of God. So, but most people never make it that far anyway. They never make it to the point where they're only focused on traffic and conversions. It's impossible to do 12 different business opportunities. Impossible. I can't do it. And if I can't do it, and I'm being a freaking superhero, if a superhero Eric Louviere can't juggle 12 different business opportunities, then neither can you. If I can't be an Amazon bestseller as a book, an Amazon widget seller where I'm selling e-conference stuff on Amazon, a website flipper, a CPA marketer, an affiliate marketer, a blogger, a social media expert, a podcaster, and on and on. There's not enough time in the day, in the week, or the month, or the year, and I don't have enough brain power for that. I don't have enough resources for that. I don't have my attention span's not strong enough to focus on that. If I can't do it doing this full time, being $1 million marketer with staff and all that, you can't do it either. So what you want to do is get your squeeze page up, get your affiliate system, niche system up, the one we help you with, or get your membership site system up if you're a VIP, and then get the traffic dialed in, tweak, get your list going, get your list to 5,000 people or so, and you're done. You're in the money. Just stick to that. Don't do all the other crap out there. Ignore the insanity. Ignore the noise. Ignore Ricky Bobby gurus out there and just stick to this, and it'll work for you. I promise you it'll work for you, because it's not that difficult if you just stick to it long enough. It's just weird. Most people just quit way too soon. So here are the steps. Fire up Bing. Fire up Twitter. Fire up Facebook if you don't get banned. Tweak. Then after you've tweaked and you are sick of tweaking, tweak some more. Then when you've been tweaking for a month or two, tweak some more. Then some more, and then some more. Tweak. Keep tweaking. Keep tweaking. Stick to it, and then tweak, and stick to it. Keep tweaking, and when you're sick of it, tweak some more. Stick to it. Keep tweaking. Always be tweaking. All right, so any questions you guys have? We're done. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down to that. Wow, you guys love this call. Let's see here. Good stuff. Managing a list is correctly as scary, isn't it? Says Donald. You know, yeah. I mean, everything is scary if you haven't done it. Everything is scary if you build it up to be scary. Like, you know what's interesting is I was telling my wife this morning. We went to drop my son off, and we were just driving, and it was early this morning. I'm still trying to get used to that because I've been in, the beach all summer. But waking up crack of dawn, golly, what for, right? I should pay someone to do that. Anyway, so get up, taking my son to school, and talking to my wife. What was I talking about? What was the question? Oh, managing a list. So I was talking to my wife, and I was like, I got a webinar today. I was like, I'm always, it's really weird. I've done this like a gazillion times. I've done webinars in front of, 2,000 people, 3,000 people at a time, and just a room full of thousands of people. And yet, I always wonder how people are going to receive what I have to say. Like, I mean, maybe there's a few of you that are just like, God, I hate this Eric dude. What am I doing here? Right? Others of you are like, oh, this guy rocks, right? And so I'm always, that's cognizant. I'm always cognizant of that. I'm always like, man, I hope I don't get any hate messages. I hope people don't call me names. And so that's even 10 years later, I've been doing this. I've been the guru business for 10 years now, and I still have that. So some things are just always going to be just a little bit scary. But what becomes important is how bad do you want the money? Do you want the money and the success more than you want the fear of what your list is going to think of you? Like my wife has this whole saying. It was like, nothing tastes as good as fit feels, which she got from like some Lululemon bag. Nothing tastes as good as fit feels. Being fit feels, right? That's really interesting. Nothing tastes as good as fit feels. Well, nothing is scary enough to trump. Look, I got Trump in the. He's everywhere. Trump is everywhere. Nothing tastes. What was I talking about? Nothing is scary enough to trump taking the action, or doesn't. It's not scary enough to defeat the feeling of what it feels like to succeed. So manage your list anyway, even if it's scary. That's why I always talk about courage. Courage is where the money's at. Everyone's like, well, I'm not confident enough to manage my list. Neither was everyone else. Confidence comes later on. Confidence is a luxury. First, you have the courage to do it, then the confidence comes later. Yes, be all in. Don't dabble. Exactly. So happy I got on this training. Awesome. Great advice. Focus is key. Awesome stuff. Doing it. I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. Never give up, but do one thing well before trying other stuff. Exactly. So Ron says it's only solo based, but I just passed 2,000 subscribers. Rock on, man, dude. Ron, email me, man. Let's get on the phone, my buddy. Let's talk, dude. Let's talk, man. Text me, email me. I'll be around all day tomorrow. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30ish a.m. So probably afternoon would be good. But let's get on the horn, man. Let's talk some shop. Let's talk about business. Oh, I'm talking to myself. What are you talking to yourself, Dave? Okay. You mentioned that your team will build out our system. Can you explain that and what we need to do for that? So in this program, our team will build up your niche system. So it's an affiliate-based system as an affiliate marketer. We have a VIP program, Preston, that you already know well about, but it's a high ticket, expensive. But in that program, we set you up with a full-blown membership site. The membership site comes with content that I've created. So we take the content that I've created and put it in your membership site. And then we take the sales letter and we tweak it and me and you work on that and we turn it into a full-blown product of yourself. So so this program comes with a little squeeze page and some autoresponder emails and just email Dan or go into the members area and there's the steps to take to get us to create that for you. So we'll do the work for you. Okay. Okay. So if that didn't answer your questions, then let me know. I'm kind of brain dead at the moment from talking. Let's see. I find approaching people to mail out difficult. I mail out with my small list, but not many will do the same for me. Well, I think that you find. Well, we're going to talk a lot about that on the next call. So I'm going to just go all into recruiting affiliates. But that's I'm going to talk. I think I might talk about that on the next call. I have to look at my outline. Do the next call, the call after that. But recruiting affiliates, I'm going to talk a lot about that. So just hang tight. But yeah, I mean you're no different. I mean everyone runs into the same thing. You have to have leverage when you go to get them to promote for you. And you have to have a system, and I'll teach you a system that works really, really well. Ron, gonna fire up Facebook and Twitter next. Cool. Yeah, Facebook, they keep banning me. Twitter, they love me. They call me. They're like, anything we can do to help you? And they're like, when they look at your ads, they log in there. I mean, you know how I said don't use the website card, the web card with that banner? They're the ones that told me that. I'm like, well, fix that. Well, you're the one telling me not to do that because it's wasted clicks, but yet, fix it. Twitter. But Twitter, I love Twitter. Twitter's really popping for me. But Facebook is gold if you don't get banned. So do that. Affiliate traffic is only good if one has its own product, but not for affiliate offer promotion like ours. Now, is that correct? Well, you can't really recruit affiliates to promote your affiliate offer. You know what I mean? But you could get them to do like list swaps and stuff. So you promote for them, they promote for you. Again, that's on the next training call. We'll talk about that. So as you can still go recruit affiliates to promote your squeeze page, and you promote their squeeze page is what they're going to want. It's a list swap, right? But they're not going to promote your offer because it's an affiliate offer. You see what I mean? They're not. There's no way for you to pay them because it's not your offer. It's a ClickBank offer or something. So yeah, it's really hard to recruit affiliates to promote for you if you don't have your own product. But you can do list swaps. Eric, let's say I have a few products and want to get affiliates on board. Today we talked about traffic, but like you mentioned before, conversions are where the money is made. Should I use paid traffic to ensure conversions before seeking out affiliates to get metrics? Yes, that's what we're going to talk about. There's a whole system for you guys are really resonating with the affiliates. I'm glad. I should have talked about that first. Then I thought you guys would want to talk about paid traffic first, but what do I know? Affiliates. We'll talk about that next time. But the recruiting, you got to have something that you bring to the table to get an affiliate to promote for you. You can't go to an affiliate or affiliate prospect and say, "Hey, can you promote for me, please?" I got this really great offer. It's $50, and I'll give you 75% commissions, and it's really pretty, and I have this nice graphics, and it has a nice sales letter, and and I'm a nice person. No, they're not going to promote for you. They're going to want to know what you're going to do for them. And you may think like, well, I'm going to pay them. That's not good enough. They can go promote anything and earn money with commissions. But if you tell them you're going to promote back for them, you're going to promote them. We call that recip or reciprocation. You promote for me, then I'll promote for you in return. Then your chances of getting them to promote for you are just skyrocketed, because especially if you tell them you can send them X amount of clicks. So if somebody emails me and they say, hey, can you promote for me? We're doing this launch. I delete. But if they email me and say, hey, Eric, I have a list of 250,000 people and I can send you 5,000 clicks. Would you be interested in a list swap or a promotion? You promote for me, I'll promote back for you. My list is hot and they're all dialed in. There's tons of buyers, and they're high quality. Yeah, let's talk about that. Because you caught my attention. So that's the difference. And again, we'll talk more about that. But it's good to go out there and build up the list first in some form or fashion. Like you could go get solo ads and build up a list very quickly, like Ron just did. He has 2,000 subscribers from solo ads. He has leverage now. He could go to a marketers and say, hey, I got a list of 2,000 fresh people. I'll send to you if you can send to me. And they're going to be interested. Now if you had 20,000, it would be even more interested, you see? So it's what you bring to the table. When I first started, I used my list and copywriting to get people to promote for me. So I would say, hey, I'm a really good copywriter. I can help you with the sales letter, and I can promote back for you. What do you say? Let's connect. Let's talk. Like Preston in the room, he's really good at that. He reached out to me. He's a good networker like that. There's a lot of money networking like that. So that's how I first got started. I just started reaching out to gurus and established marketers saying, hey, I got a list. I could probably send you about 1,000 clicks. And but I'm also a really good copywriter. So here's my offer. I'll promote back for you, and I promise to write a sales letter for you or tweak your existing sales letter to see if I can beat the control if you'll promote for me. Well, it's a risk I'm taking to do that, but I'm also building a relationship. And then I'm capturing their attention. I get my foot in the door. You see, I'm offering them, I'm bringing more to the table other than just, can you promote for me? My offer is really good. So if you have some skills like technical skills or anything like that, like Preston used your sales skills. You caught my attention in a heartbeat. So that's smart, and that's a way to build yourself $1 million business quite quickly, because that's what I did. That's exactly how I did it. Okay, so in fact, with Job Crusher, I built that up as a full-blown membership site. I brought in about 500 members, paying $97 a month by myself, and then I reached out to Mike Fulsame and said, hey man, check out my membership site. People love it. They're raving about it. Look at the forum on the inside members area. Here's the login information. Check out the graphics, and everything is beautiful. People love this. We've got a great name. We've got a great program. We're doing all these group coaching calls and stuff. I have guest experts that have come in and gave good quality information. Here's what I'm looking for. You are very well established. I don't really know that many people. At the time, Mike Fulsame had the biggest list. He was bringing the most heat when it came to traffic. He was the one everyone was talking about. It was like 2005 or so. So I said, hey man, or 2006. I said, hey man, here's the deal. If you want to partner up with me, I'll give you an equal share of Job Crusher. You can put your name on Job Crusher as your site, just like it's mine, but it'll be yours too. And all I ask is that you go out and help get affiliates and drive traffic to Job Crusher so we can blow this baby up. So he logs in, he's like, damn, people love you, man. They dig your stuff. All I was teaching was ClickBank and CPA offers back then. It was very easy. And I was like, okay, so this is what very simple stuff I was teaching. And I'm like, so he comes back and he's like, let's do it. So we partnered up, and then he promoted it. Do you know that when he promoted it, the day we changed some stuff, we dropped the price to $67 per month back then. I don't even own Job Crusher anyway. I sold the business. But back then, we dropped the price to $67 because he wanted to do that. We changed some stuff, fixed up the members area a little bit differently, and then he went out and promoted it himself, just himself, without affiliates. And overnight, it was $1 million business. Overnight. The next day, when I logged in to my PayPal account, because it was my PayPal account, I logged in. It was Page. You know how you get the payment notifications from PayPal when you get a new sell? I was just clicking pages, like next page, next page, next page, next page, and it was just nothing but payment notifications. Most amazing day of my life. I was just blown away. And then I went and looked at the statistics, and we had almost 2,500 people that signed up for $67 a month. 2,500. 2,500. I went from 500 at 97. Not bad. I was still making really good money on my own then. But, I mean, to go from that to $1 million business overnight was just phenomenal. And then from there, we blew that up. Mike went and interviewed people like Frank Kern and others, and we put that content in there, and it was just great. You know, all because I did what I'm talking about. I built up some leverage, and then I went out and found someone that had more leverage and said, hey, I got all this leverage. Would you be interested? And it was interesting. I had about 5 people that I was going to go ask. Mike was the first one on my list. I never had to go to the second one. I started with Mike because he was the one that was actively promoting the most. He was the one that was, speaking at seminars. I love John Reese too, but he was real, distant then to the market. He wasn't really doing much. So the number one person on my list was Mike Fulsame. Number 2 was John Reese. And I went and asked Mike first, and he said yes. Done, right? So I never even got to the 4th or 5th person, and there you go, $1 million business. So you can totally. Now when it comes to copywriting, I did the same thing. Even before that, I went out there and I used copywriting to build up relationships, which basically the one of the interesting enough, Dan, you guys know Dan, right? The guy that helps you with stuff. He was one of my first ever clients, years ago, like 10 years ago. And he bought copywriting for me, a bunch of sales letters, because he was in a lot of different niche markets. And I wrote copy for him. And the whole reason I was doing that was just to build relationships with people, with marketers. Dr. Mike Wu Ming bought like 10 sales letters for me in one pop. And he was like, dude, I got more where that came from. Let's hook this up. I built a strong relationship with Dr. Mike, and then we went out and built affiliate sales letters and turned that into a $30,000 a month membership site right away. He went, same thing. He went and recruited affiliates. I used his leverage. He was really big in the market at the time. He knew everybody. He did his own seminars. I used his leverage to grow my leverage. So you could do that in this business very easily if you just focus on doing it. But you got to come to the table with more of just me. You got to come to the table with you. What can I do for you? Like Preston came to me and he had some offers for me, and that's brilliant. That's what I did to get my stuff rocking and rolling. So I believe, right? If I'm talking about the same Preston, I'm pretty sure. But that's the way you do it when it comes to recruiting affiliates as well. Cool. Wow, I really answered the hell out of that question, huh? What else? Okay, we'll talk tomorrow. Okay, cool. Thanks. Twitter ads look very cool. Done loads of Facebook ads, but definitely trying Twitter. I found doing a free WSO wasn't so bad for the $20 listing. Absolutely. If you're targeting internet marketers, Warrior Special Offers is great because you're laser targeting internet marketers. Now, you're kind of targeting the bottom feeders. You're targeting the flea market shoppers. So you got to be careful of that. They're not going to be too quick to buy expensive stuff. Let's see why I'm getting all these texts from my wife right here. Yeah, so the Twitter ads is very good. Warrior Special Offers is a very good way to get the ball rolling too, if you're targeting the internet marketing market or the personal development market. I could teach Facebook traffic. I already have some content where I taught some Facebook traffic. I was thinking about just sticking that in the members area for you guys instead of just repeating what I've already taught. But just remind me. I mean, I'll make sure and do that because I should cover Facebook. Yep, that's me. I knew that was you. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking about some other Preston. All right, guys, that's it. Let's have a good week and go take some action and stick to it. Tweak, twerk, and make some money. See you next time. Bye.